to Israel. How to organize the people, because the people at that time, they are under the slaves, and there is no can control them, and he organized them. I told them how to organize them with 10 people, 25, 150 leaders to lead them from Egypt to come to Israel. As you know, the history, you read the Bible, Moses brought all the Jewish people from Egypt and they came them to Midian. And he met again with Jethro, and he asked Jethro to come with him because Moses made a mistake in Har Sinai, and he told them, you will go, God told them, you will go through Jordan, and myself will go directly to Israel. With 2 tribes, Jethro continued to Israel, and 10 tribes came to Jordan. As you know, Moses died in Jordan, and nobody knows where is his tomb. And Jethro came to Israel, to Tiberias, and his tomb very close to Tiberias. We have the tomb of Jethro. The second prophet, we're talking about Jonathan the Baptist. Who is a Christian here? You know, Jonathan the Baptist, he was with Jesus and helped them how to organize and to give them the idea how to lead the Christianity. That's the second prophet. The third prophet, we're talking about Salman al-Farisi. There is any Muslims here? Nobody Muslims here? Okay. We have Prophet Salman al-Farisi who came from Paris, and he met with Muhammad, Prophet Muhammad, and he helped them to organize the Islam and to accept the Quran. When Salman al-Farisi saw that Muhammad with his caliphs tried to change the Quran, he told them, look my friend, Prophet Muhammad, you get from God the principles and the Quran, you can't change it because God told you you have to follow up the Quran. When he saw that Muhammad, he can't control the caliphs, he left them. And what is the main idea of the Quran? The Quran, they said that the last religion and Muhammad will be the last prophet. Salman al-Farisi left, and we have the second period of our history, the religion. It's with 6 books. You will ask from where this religion, the religion came from the Quran, from the testimony, and also from the Bible. And when we get this religion, we have 6 books written in Arabic. Our mother language is Arabic. It's secret, but there is very important things in our religion. We believe in reincarnation. It's not like India. It's the reincarnation to man, women to women, not like the Hindus. I don't know Hindus. Sometimes it's going from man to animal. From our lives, from our faith, it's women to women, men to men. Reincarnation. As I said, secret, we believe in God. We believe in God. And the other principles, we are monogamous. We are not allowed to marry more than 1 woman. That's the difference between us and the Muslims. We are not allowed to drink alcohol, to smoke, and to eat pork. Very important. Other principles, we supposed to be loyal where we live. That's the reason the Druze soldiers, the Druze community, they are serving in the army in different countries. When the Islam, they saw these principles, they started to persecute us and discriminated us. And after 40 years, they opened the religion, they closed the religion, and there is no possibility to convert to our religion. Who born as a Druze will continue to be Druze. When you will not be as real 100% Druze if you will get married with another women or another all the Middle East. In Syria, we have a huge community. Before the civil war, we talk about 800,000. In Lebanon, 400, half million in Lebanon. In Jordan, we have almost 30,000. And in Israel, we have 156,000. Where we live, in the Golan, we have 4 villages. In the Galilee, we have 15 villages and 2 cities, Syria and Beit al-Carmel here in the Carmel mountain. That's our population in the Middle East. But there is another Druze through all the world. They are talking in China, in India, and in Iran and other places. During the civil war in Lebanon and Syria, many of the Druze left the Middle East, and some of them, they live in Europe and also in Canada and United States and South America. We're talking in South America almost 300,000 because of the civil war in Lebanon and Syria. And also we have in United States and Canada, we're talking about 100,000, and in Europe almost 50,000 who live through all Europe. What happened with the Druze community in Israel? As I said, we are minority, and the Jewish as a minority. During the 30s, last century, the Jewish people started to come to the state of Palestine. Who helped them? The Druze community. They saw that there is a common language, common interest, and Druze started to help them before the establishment of the state of Israel. Because there is a need from the Jewish community, and the Druze help them by weapons, ammunition, and food, and all the new immigrants that came from Europe, they start to help them. This relationship became very strong, and 1948, the Druze community started to participate in the independence war of Israel. From 1948 or 1936 until today, hundreds of our Druze soldiers sacrificed their life to protect the country and to fight for this country. That's coming from our principle to be loyal where you live in every country where you live. In 1956, we start to serve as mandatory serving in the army. Only men, not women. Women, they are not serving in the army. In 1957, they recognized the Druze community as independent community, and we have own court. On court, this court is coming to help the marriage and the divorce of the community if they need it in any place. We accomplished a lot during the history of the state of Israel. We're talking 76 years. We made a lot of achievement, but we practicing the democracy. We have all mayors in every city, and also we have members in the Knesset. But we don't have enough voters. We have parties that the Druze candidate joined, and they become to be in the parliament. Today we have 3 members in the parliament, all of them, and not 2 of them in the coalition, and one of them in the opposition. As I said, the government helped us, but we are practicing the democracy in different ways. We ask more budget, and there are some laws. We are against these laws, for example, the national law, and also Kamenetz law, that's planning and housing. We against this law, but we are get support from the Jewish people. In the government, we have one day Likud, we have one day Labour, and we have Bennett and others, and we are members in different parties. That's small briefing about the Druze community and what happened. I want Sam. I would like to speak about the conflict in Syria.
Okay.
Very important issue that I would like to emphasize. As I said, in Lebanon, it's a little bit hot here. It's okay?
Okay.
During the last century, in 75, was civil war in Lebanon. Many of the Druze left Lebanon, but the huge problem happened in Syria. After Hafiz al-Assad, the father, we have the president Bashar al-Assad. And we have a civil war during the Arab Spring. You know what happened in the Arab Spring in Egypt, in Tunis, in different countries. And we have the Arab Spring in Syria, and we have civil war. From 2011, we have the civil war. Many of the Druze started to leave because the regime, they don't have the capacity to protect the minorities. And we have ISIS came to Syria. Jabhat al-Nusra, Al-Qaeda, and all these groups made huge problems against the minorities. For example, the Christian in Syria was 2 million. Today, maybe we have 500,000. Most of them, they left Syria. Druze, we have 800, we have 600 today. Also, Alawite left, and the Kurds. All these minorities, during Hafez al-Assad, he protected the minorities. During Bashar al-Assad, he became very weak, and he gave the opportunity Iran to come inside and to impose the Islam. And Hezbollah from Lebanon came, and they tried to impose the Islam in Syria. And one of the problems happened in the Druze community center. They imposed them to convert the religion and to become Islam. And the Druze rejected this initiative, and they started to fight and to protect themselves. But what happened? The army, the Syrian army, became to be weak. You know what happened with Hezbollah in Lebanon. You know what happened with Iran. And the regime in Syria with Bashar al-Assad collapsed. And December 8th, Julani, Ahmad al-Shara, became to be the president of Syria. But what happened with this guy, we'll say guy, because he came from Al-Qaeda, from Hayat Tahrir Sham, from ISIS. And he was very fanatic against the minorities. And he made a lot of massacres during 2011 until 2025. And he made a lot of massacres. He trying today to say, I am become to be moderate. I will protect the minorities. But what happened 2 months ago? He killed, by his troops, he killed 3,000 Alawite in the Mediterranean coast, the sea Mediterranean coast, killed 3,000. And he trying to destroy the infrastructure of the Kurdish, but the Kurdish get a lot of support from the American, and he trying to put them aside and not to fight them. But he started to fight with the Druze community. And actually his troops, and I don't know if you know, as we know a lot of information, some Muslim from Sri Lanka fought with Julani against the communities. And these fanatic groups came back to Sri Lanka, and you know what happened in 2019? You know what happened. They killed so much people there, but there is some members still from Sri Lanka in the army of the Syrian. And what they did in Sweden. And remember, the huge town of the Druze community, almost 500,000, 600,000 in Sweden. They attacked Sweden and all the villages around Sweden. 35 villages they destroyed, and we're talking about 250,000 the massacres. They killed all and they killed all the people, and they kidnapped women's and rape women's. And all the women's we're talking about 109 women still holding by the and also the troops of Julan. And what he made a siege. They closed the roads around Sweden. There is no medicine to come there. There is no food to come there. And he trying to destroy all the Druze community because he would like to control Syria. We told them through the American, you would like to control Syria? We don't have problem if you would like to unite Syria, but you can't destroy all the minorities. You have to be allied to the minorities, to help them, to support them. But what you can do with person, from the beginning he was Al-Qaeda, he can't change his attitude, he can't change his character in one day to be moderate. And now they bringing him in September the 25th, and he's going to speak in the General Assembly in the United Nations. How he will speak? How the international community will accept them, and when he doing so much tragedy and massacres against the minorities, especially the Druze and the Christian and the others. And the second step against the Kurdish in the north. We ask in the American, in any agreement, they supposed to guarantee all the minorities. I'm not talking about only the Druze. We have to guarantee the Christian and the Druze and the Alawite and the Kurdish, because that's very important, the continuity of Syria in the future. I hope that the international community, especially Europe, because he started to help, to hide them and to come and to give him a lot of respect, and he get respect from Trump when he met them in Riyadh. How? And also, he changed all the sanctions. He removed all the sanctions. How you will do something that before you understand the mentality of the Middle East? Trump is a good president, but he's supposed to understand the mentality of the Middle East before you are changing. You have to put condition before you are removing the sanction. And he made the mistakes. And I said to Ambassador Tom Barak, he actually the representative of the American in the negotiation with Syria and Israel, and also he is the ambassador of United States in Ankara, and he trying to deliver of Syria, because Syria would like to take place in Syria and to throw out all the Iranian that was during the civil war. That's very important. And I'm asking you, and you are reporters, and you're working in different newspaper or in TV and every place. Please pass our message. We are not against the Syrian. We against any way that continue to make massacres and tragedy against our community. To release the kidnapped women. It's very important, and we have to open the siege to give the humanitarian aid to come to our cities, our villages in Syria. Please, if you can do it, what you can do, that will help us. I give you my card. If you need any information, I will be happy to get interview or any information. I will be very happy to give you any information that you need.
Thank you.
That's it.
We will continue to the restaurant, and they will join us, and you can ask any questions.
Yeah. If you want to go and see the map.
අපි ඒ කතා කළේ රුස් කමියුනිටි එකේ ඊශ්‍රායලයේ ඉන්න මෙහි තියෙන එක ප්‍රධානත්වයක් තමයි විශේෂත්වයක් තමයි මැජොරිටි එක උත්තරේ රුස් දෙවෙනියට වැඩියෙන් ඉන්නේ ක්‍රිස්තියානි ඊළඟට ඉන්නේ යුදෙව්ව හා අරාබිය අය ඉතින් ඔහු කියනවා මේ මැජොරිටි එක ඉන්න තැනක සමාදානයෙන් ස්වරයට ඉන්න පුළුවන්. ඒ කියන්නේ බහුතරය ඉන්න පළාතක සමාදානයෙන් සුළුතරය ඉන්න පුළුවන් කියන එකට හොඳ උදාහරණයක් තමයි කියලා මේ පළාත. ඉතින් ඒ වගේම මේ ඩ්‍රූස්වරු ගැන ඔබට කියනවා නම් මේ කිතුණුවන්ට ප්‍රයෝජනවත් වෙන දෙයක් මම කියන්නම්. ඒ තමයි ඩ්‍රූස්වරු එන්නේ ඇවිල්ලා මෝසෙස්ගේ මාමණ්ඩිගෙන් යෙත්‍රෝ කියලා කියන්නේ. ඉතින් මෝසෙස් ඊශ්‍රායල් සෙනගව මිසර දේශේ ඉඳලා පොරොන්දු දේශයට අරගෙන එනකොට තනියම ආවේ. ඒ කියන්නේ මෝසෙස්ගේ භාර්යාවන් සහ පවුලේ අය ආවට මාමණ්ඩිය එහෙම අරගෙන ආවේ නෑ. ඒගොල්ලෝ තියලා ආවේ. ඉතින් ඊට පස්සේ අතරමඟදී තමයි මේ ගමනට ඇවිල්ලා යෙත්‍රෝ මෝසෙස්ගේ මාමණ්ඩි එකතු වෙන්නේ. ඉතින් මෝසෙස්ගේ මාමණ්ඩි වන යෙත්‍රෝගෙන් පැවතෙන සෙනග තමයි මේ ඩ්‍රූස්වරු කියන්නේ කියලා පිළිගන්නවා. ඉතින් ඩ්‍රූස්වරු කියන්නේ හරි විශේෂයි ඊශ්‍රායලයට. ඔවුන් යුදෙව්ව නොවුනට ඔවුන් තමයි මම හිතනවා අර මම ඊට කලින් කියලා තියෙනවා ඊශ්‍රායල් හමුදාවේ සේවය කරන එකම පිටජාතිකයෝ වෙන්නේ ඩ්‍රූස්වරු. දැන් මේ කතා කරපු කෙනා ඩ්‍රූස් ජාතිකයෙක් මේ පළාතේ මේ කියන්නේ අර නිකන් නගරාධිපති කියන්නේ ඒ වගේ ඉඳලා තියෙනවා. ඒ වගේම තමයි ඔහු ඊශ්‍රායල් හමුදාවේ කමාන්ඩර් කෙනෙක්. ඒ වගේම රටවල් කිහිපයකම තානාපති හැටියට ඉඳලා තියෙනවා. ඒ වගේම තවත් රාජතාන්ත්‍රික තනතුරු ගණනාවක් දරපු බොහොම හයි ප්‍රොෆයිල් සෑහෙන රාජතාන්ත්‍රික තනතුරු කිහිපයක් දරපු ඉහළ ගණේ කෙනෙක්. ඉතින් ඊටම වැදගත් කරුණු කිහිපයක්ම ඔහු එළිදරව් කළා. සමාවෙන් ඉතින් ඉංග්‍රීසියෙන් තමයි ඒවා අපිට ඔබට විකාශනය කරන්න වෙන්නේ. ඉදිරි වැඩසටහනක තව තොරතුරු දෙන්නම්. අද තරමක් වෙහෙසකර දවසක්. තිබුණු ෂෙඩියුල් එකේ හැටියට අපිට ලයිව් වැඩසටහන් දවස මැද්දේ ගේන්න හම්බුනේ නැහැ. ඉතින් ඒ නිසා මේක තමයි තත්ත්වය. ඉතින් ඊශ්‍රායලයේ මේ පළාත ඒක හරි වැදගත් පණිවිඩයක් මම හිතනවා ඔබට තේරෙන්න ඇති කියලා. අපි සාමාන්‍යයෙන් බහුතරයක් ජීවත් වෙන පළාතක සුළුතරය පීඩනයට ලක් වෙනවනේ. සුළුතරය පාවිච්චි කරන්න හදනවා. එහෙම නැත්නම් ඒගොල්ලන්ට විවිධ කරදර හිරිහැර පීඩා තිබෙනවා. ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ නම් ඉතින් හැම කෙනෙකුටම සමාදානින් සමගින් ඉන්න පුළුවන් රටක්. අපි ඒක අමතක කරන්නේ නැහැ. නමුත් විශේෂයෙන් මුස්ලිම් රටවල් වල මේ තත්ත්වය හරි වෙනස්. නමුත් ඊශ්‍රායල් එහෙම නෙමෙයි. ඒ වගේම විශේෂයෙන්ම මේ පළාත මේ ඩ්‍රූස්වරු වැඩියෙන් හිටියා කියලා අනිත් අයට කිසිම කරදරයක් නැහැ. ඔහු බහුතරය වුණා කියලා මුස්ලිම් අයට බොහොම නිදහසේ තමුන්ගේ වැඩ කටයුතු කරගෙන යන්න පුළුවන්කම තියෙනවා. ඉතින් කොහොමද ඩ්‍රූස්වරු කියන්නේ එහෙම මේ කලහකාරී ජාතියක් නෙමෙයි. ඉතින් මේකේ විශේෂත්වය තමයි ඩ්‍රූස්වරු ඊශ්‍රායල වරුන්ගේ බොහොම සමීපතම මිත්‍ර ජාතියක් හැටියට තමයි සැලකන්නේ. ඒ වගේම දන්නවා සිරියාවේ ඔය පොගේ කාලේ ප්‍රශ්න ගියේ ඩ්‍රූස්වරු සම්බන්ධයෙන්. ඩ්‍රූස්වරුන්ට තමයි සිරියාවේ දැන් අලුතින් පත් වෙලා ඉන්න නායකයා අල්-ෂාරාගේ හමුදාව සහ ඔහුට සහාය පළ කරපු කැරලි කණ්ඩායම් සන්නද්ධ කණ්ඩායම් එකතු වෙලා වට කරලා ගැහුවේ. අර ස්වීඩා කියන පළාතේ ජීවත් වෙන්නේ ඩ්‍රූස්වරු. ඒ ඩ්‍රූස්වරු ජීවත් වෙන්නේ ස්වීඩා පළාතට තමයි. පහුගිය කාලේ සිරියන් හමුදාවේ කළු හමුදාවේ ඒ සන්නද්ධ කණ්ඩායම් පහර දුන්නේ. ඒගොල්ලන්ට උදව් කරන්න තමයි ඊශ්‍රායලය මෙහි ඉඳලා කටයුතු කළේ. ඒගොල්ලන්ට උදව් කරන්න තමයි ඊශ්‍රායලය සමාවෙන්න